There guys, so I'm going to do a video right now about detoxification. One of my old channels, I talked about this quite a bit in separate videos, but I might just do this in one shot. I kind of feel like from the state of some of the stuff going on in the world, I was mentioning this to a buddy the other day, getting people as clear as possible, getting their vibration up quickly, clearing your noggin there, very important. So one of the first things on here, and I seem to be mentioning this to a lot of people, and I'm doing it right now. So this is St. Francis Black Walnut Complete Formula for detoxifying parasites. Renew Life is another one here in Canada that sells one called Paragon. There is also a product a friend of mine mentioned. It's called Scram, I think. She said it's one of the most powerful ones she's ever used. Anyways. Parasites. So I've come across that before, and I personally have noticed things. When there is energetic parasites, a lot of the time there's a physical parasite. If there is addiction issues, it can be, maybe there's dark thoughts, there could be all sorts of stuff going on. Anxiety, excess inflammation, sleep issues, all sorts of things. You should be doing a parasite cleanse like twice a year. If you eat sushi, if you're eating if you've eaten from a buffet, eaten in third world countries, all these sort of things. Just in general, it's a good practice to do. I mean, it can clear like you wouldn't believe. You might have some detoxification symptoms while you're doing it, but afterwards your thoughts are clear, your habits shift, bad habits seem to go, sleep improves. You normally look. Seems to help improve the shape of the body too. You might drop some fat, drop some water. And you gotta keep in mind, it's disgusting, but the parasites can have like eggs and stuff, and that has to clear as well. So there can be kind of like a toxicity, a die-off. So lots of water is necessary. So that's numero uno. This is so basic. Salt. This is just dollar store pink salt, Himalayan. Your nervous system runs on salt. You need salt. Helps muscle contraction. It helps calm the nervous system. It helps with cell volumization. It helps with stomach acid. The stuff is phenomenal. If you start digging deeper, the whole bullshit about salt being bad for you, it's just that, it's bullshit. It's fantastic for you. So the trace minerals in this are phenomenal. It will help with one of the other detoxifications we're going to delve into, help buffer toxins coming out. The other one, and this guy's in a blend, Adrenal Pro by CanPrev. So it's a good practice in general to have some sort of adrenal support. Your adrenals are like walnut-shaped glands above the kidneys. They help with stress response, fight or flight, that sort of thing. The anti-aging hormone DHEA is created in them. So this has one of my favorite herbs, Schizandra berry. And even though it's a berry in Chinese medicine, it's an herb. So it detoxifies stage 1 and 2 of the liver. You will really notice your skin starts to improve. It's known as like a beauty tonic. Probably in a day or two, your skin shifts. Noticeably so. It's phenomenal. If the liver clears out, that clears. Also, we have karmic cycles in the liver. The more these we can clear, the more you can pretty much accomplish in life. So if you want to learn more about that, Ron Teagarden's your guy. He runs Dragon Herbs out of California, and he's mentioned that. You can find him on YouTube. But yeah, using Schizandra, you are constantly clearing the liver. Could use lots of love and support nowadays. Yeah, phenomenal. General detoxification for aura. I might do another video on this in general. Have a bath with pink salt. Epsom salt. It will help. Pink salt packs way more wallop. Even when it comes to detoxifying the space. I will talk about that possibly in another video. You can put salt in a bowl in the middle of the room or on the corners, leave it overnight, vacuum it up, and you detoxify the crap out of the space. Pink salt, though, is way more potent. the heavy metal fluoride detox. This is probably my numero uno, my favorite, my absolute favorite. I love how it feels. It was one of the first detoxes I ever did, but the only thing was I used I think it was a seaweed type iodine. I've changed that now. So this is not medical advice. All of this stuff I dose intuitively, and that is what I would recommend if I were to do it. So grab yourself some Nascent iodine. Warm. Grab yourself some Nascent iodine here in Canada. True Hope is a good brand for that. I found that you would do an initial load. You might need half a dropper or so, and then after that, it seemed dosed intuitively. You wouldn't even need it every day. I think I only did. I did a full dropper once or twice. Then I went down to half, and within less than a week, I was down to a couple drops. And then after that, I didn't even need to take it for weeks, and then it would be 1 or 2 drops here and there. One bottle in Canadian dollars was about $40. Lasts about 2 years. My hands and feet warmed up. My head cleared up even more. You could think even clearer. You combine it with the pink salts, like a quarter of a teaspoon, a couple times a day in water, with a couple grams of vitamin C. And you can combine it with selenium, 200 micrograms, once or twice a day. The selenium will pull heavy metals. The iodine will pull all the halogens. So fluoride, bromide, chlorine, all this sort of crap. Maybe you were a kid who played on grass with, say, I'm not sure if it would pull glyphosate, possibly, but swimming in a traditional swimming pool growing up, maybe that got into you. Maybe you had stuff with mercury, cadmium, who knows what else you had in there. Combining this, I think it's one of my favorite combos. Once again, all of these, because you're doing detox, you probably will find you'll drop water and body fat after. Like if you did all these cleanses, I think it's very doable. You could drop 5 to 10 pounds body fat. And with that, your toxic load going way down and your frequency going through the roof. The first time I ever did it, and it was not an ascent, I was almost hugging trees. I'm not even exaggerating, like goofy smile at a nature reserve, wanting to hug trees, and having huge random bouts of creativity. I'd have to have a journal beside my bed and wake up pretty much laughing and journaling stuff down. It was just like, whoa. I mean, your pineal gland is getting decalcified. Your thyroid is as well. This will clear. This will pull it even from the bones. You can get boron as well if you really want to kick it up. So, boron. Boron's a thing it can even help with arthritis, but I will just mention that you can get straight boron tablets. I went up to, I think, 10 milligram. It will move calcium around the body, push it into bones, but it will pull fluoride right out of the bones. So these are some of the major ones. There is Dr. Yu's Detox, which I have played around with. Personally, I kind of found it a little horrific, and if you've never, you can look it up, Dr. YU, and it's basically taking niacin and enough of a dose, the flush variation, so that you'd get the flush, it burst open fat cells. You go and exercise for a bit, and then they'd want you in a sauna. I did it even without the sauna, and I swear it was pretty bad how bad the flush, and I didn't even take that much niacin. The flush was it was really uncomfortable, extremely uncomfortable, if I'm honest, to the point of me going, I don't even know if I'll recommend this. They used it for heavy drug addiction coming down, to give you some idea. It will pull straight from the fat cells, everything. So it would be, what is it, like 10 milligrams or so niacin. They eventually go higher. Then you exercise, get to the point you're sweating, hopefully do a little sauna, and then afterwards, after you've done this, activate charcoal tablets, So the whole idea, the fat cell breaks open, all the toxins come out, and then you literally take the activated charcoal and it soaks up all of the crap in there. And you do that, and I mean, Yeah, you can do. That's one of the deepest cleanses I know of. Extended fasting. I mean, if you can fast for 24 hours, 24 hours once a week, that in itself will extend your life like nobody's business, and that will definitely lower your toxic load. Getting your body fat down. Body fat is going to, you can hold more toxins in your body fat, but definitely keep that liver squeaky clean. Hot lemon water before breakfast, using the Shazandra. Trying to think when just fasting in general. I've in the past couple of days I started doing some intermittent fasting again. You will find not only are you detoxing the body fat's going to go down, growth hormone is going to go up, your insulin sensitivity goes through the roof. So think of reversing type 2 diabetes, that sort of thing. Extends your life. But you'll notice the shift in your skin is normally pretty prominent. You definitely start to look younger. Your skin smooths out, looks clearer, looks better. Yeah, those are some of the basics. But for sure, get on the liver cleanse, get on the parasite cleanse. And an adjunct to this would be patch up that gut. Use something like a fermented glutamine, dosed intuitively. And I mean, just doing these things alone, throw in a little bit of fasting, your vibration's going to go through the roof, and you're going to be healthier than quite a few people out there. Activated charcoal, David Wolf talks about that, Mr. Avocado. I experimented with this a bit, and I felt incredible, actually. Like, really big difference. I was surprised. Waking up in the morning, take 1 or 2, if not 3 tablets charcoal. It's almost like it soaks up any toxins that were left overnight, and it just kind of, I don't know, you just felt well. You felt very, very well, and it was rapid. I mean, you can get it cheap for maybe $20, $15, $20, and you can give it a go. But if I'm not advising it, but obviously if somebody's had a night of drinking, things like that, take a bunch of activated charcoal and you will pull that right out of you. So these are some basic detoxes, but they are no joke. They're very, very powerful. I'd go intuitively with it, as I do with all this sort of stuff. See how long you need it. I've done, I think, up to 8 weeks parasite cleanses. I've had friends, the one who mentioned Scram passed a worm that long. And that was already somebody who was healthy. So you best believe this stuff would be affecting, like people who have heavy metal poisoning or some heavy metals kick around that need to go can have very dark thoughts, depression, anxiety, all this sort of stuff. So you're clearing your body, and you are going to allow your body to heal and reach a higher vibration. I will mention it. I guess it is detox because it is clearing cellular memory. Baths with bergamot, patchouli, and there's one other one. Geranium. If you've got trauma, if you have, and this is a detox, put a couple drops of each on some Epsom salt and hop in the tub, and then follow it up with some yin yoga. It will start pulling from your body. If you've got a lot of trauma in there, you need to dose this intuitively and go easy with it because it might kind of jar you a bit. But those are probably some of the biggest, deepest detoxes I know. And keep in mind that you're not loading your body with stuff that needs to be detoxed. So if you've got if you're eating organic, you do not need to detox as much. Your body doesn't have as much of a toxic load. If your body fat's not as high, if you're getting enough sleep, keeping that liver clear, counting chemicals in the food you're eating, less food from a box, that sort of thing. So I'll end it there. Comments, questions down below. Let me know what you think. But I'm telling you, from a consciousness standpoint, a vibration standpoint, I think all of these are essential. Clear those parasites, clear that liver, patch up that gut. You can do the clearing with the salt, and don't shy away from salt. Don't shy away from salt. If you find you're going to the bathroom quite a bit and it's completely clear, you might even want to salt your water a bit to the point of it feeling thick. So I'll end it there. Comments, questions down below.